Hi everybody, so today I'm going to be running through 3 basic exercises that you can do using a Pilates ball. So as you can see here, my Pilates ball is a little bit deflated. So if you do have one at home, I want you to go ahead and deflate that ball quickly. If you don't have a ball, we've put a link in the description so that you can order one of your very own. So I want us to start lying on our backs. And just make sure you have that ball close by. So I'm holding mine in my hand. We're going to inhale. And on that exhale, we're slowly going to roll our hips up towards the ceiling. Remember, we are curling that pelvis and peeling those vertebrae off the back as we're lifting. Squeezing those glutes and squeezing those heels into the ground. We're slowly going to place that ball comfortably behind the back part of our pelvis. Okay, so now we're resting. We're not in that elevated position. And I want you to lengthen that spine and just get into that neutral pelvis. As you can feel, that instability of the ball is allowing you to just take note of the different movements of what that pelvis can actually achieve along the different planes. But just make sure that your feet are fist width apart and the distance between your feet and your glutes are 1.5 feet away. And for now, we're just going to rock forwards and backwards with that pelvis over the ball. So we're sucking in that pelvic floor. We are drawing that belly to spine, and you are slowly drawing that triangle, as I've spoken about previously, up towards the ceiling using that core. I want your hands, if you can manage, on the floor next to you, drawing the shoulders into the ground. We're going to inhale. And on that exhale, we're just going to use that core and that control and stability to rotate that pelvis down towards the floor. Don't go overboard with hyperextending that lower back. You're just getting some good movements between rotating that triangle up towards the ceiling and then rotating back down. And let's do 3 more. Inhale, exhale, rotate. That's 1. Inhale, exhale, making sure while you're doing this that those knees aren't falling out. You're keeping good posture and good stability, lengthening through that spine and resting and relaxing in that upper body. All the work is down here. Let's get into that happy medium between that pointed triangle towards the floor and to the ceiling. We want that in between. So let's just get that horizontal plane with that pelvis, drawing our triangle, our pelvis down towards the ground. I want you to use your core to just apply pressure, and we're going to hold. I want you to feel that activation while you are sucking in that belly, sucking in that pelvic floor and applying pressure onto that ball. And we're going to hold for 10, 9, 8. Keep it tight. I want you to feel that core activation. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, we're slowly going to lift that right leg into tabletop position. You should still be working. I want you to feel a nice activation into those glutes and left hamstring. Drawing shoulders down the back. You should be feeling that work just to stabilize. And we're going to inhale and exhale, toe tap, down and up. We're just going to do 6 toe taps on each leg. That's 2. Inhale up, using that core. And 3. And 4. Keep going. You're stabilizing, but don't brace. You're using your core. Last 1. And we're just going to lift and hold for 6. Keep making sure that core is activated. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dropping that leg down. Remember, you're still applying that pressure, but you want to emphasize that core activation and that horizontal plane. And inhale and exhale, toe tap, and 1. Keep going, squeezing those glutes of that right leg and digging that heel into the ground to allow a hamstring activation. And while you're lifting and lowering, feeling that core activation and you're still feeling it down these sides because you're maintaining that stability on that unstable surface of that ball. Let's do 2 more. Inhale down, exhale up. And last one. And slowly dropping down, pushing both sides of the pelvis into the ground, feeling that activation for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and inhale. And on that exhale, rolling that pelvis up towards the ceiling, squeezing those glutes. We're slowly going to take that ball out from under you, and we're going to hold in that reverse bridge or that pelvic curl position for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and inhale. And on that exhale, slowly rolling yourself back down to the floor. We're going to take the ball and place it comfortably behind our knees, in between our knees. And we're slowly going to start with just a few pulsations, drawing our knees towards each other. But while we're doing so, let's get that activation. Let's squeeze that pelvic floor, sucking in that pelvic floor. And we're going to inhale. And on that exhale, squeeze our knees towards each other and release. And squeeze and release. And while we're squeezing, I want you to squeeze your glutes, squeeze your inner thigh, and activating that core. Even though we are squeezing and releasing our legs, I don't want you to relax and release that core. And squeeze. And let's do 3 more. And 1, and 2, and 3. And we're slowly going to inhale. Exhale, slowly roll those hips up towards the ceiling. Squeezing that ball. Squeezing those glutes. You are slowly going to emphasize that squeeze in and release. And squeeze in and release. And we're going to do 8 of these. That's 2 and 3. You can see it's a very small movement of those knees towards one another. You're squeezing. You should be feeling an activation into those glutes and into those inner thighs. And let's do 2 more while we're doing that, pushing our shoulders into the ground. And we're going to push those knees together and squeeze for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and inhale. And slowly roll yourself back down, all the way back to neutral spine and neutral pelvic positioning. We're slowly going to take that ball and we're going to place it under our right foot. And from here, you're going to make sure that you're in that neutral spinal positioning, lengthening that spine, drawing belly to spine. You have that ball comfortably under your foot, and all you're going to do is just apply pressure onto that ball. You should feel a glute activation as well as a hamstring activation. And from here, we're just going to do 6 circles towards that right hand side. That's 3 and 4 and 5. While we're doing it, we're still lengthening that spine, squeezing that core, squeezing those glutes, and slowly rotating towards the other side. So you're just drawing little mini circles in each direction while applying pressure downwards. You're still going laterally. Let's do 2 more and slowly release and turning over to the other side. Even though these are small and very basic movements, you should be feeling a deep activation. Let's draw that foot down onto that ball. We're going to slowly do our little pulsations down and up, squeezing, and 1 and pushing down, and 2 and 3 and 4. Keep going. I want you to feel that activation. 5 and 6 and circles to the left, and 1 and 2. Keep going, pushing as much as you can. I want you to feel that pressure and feel that activation into that hamstring. Let's do 2 more, and 1 and 2, and other side, and 1 and 2. Keep going, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, and slowly releasing and placing the ball on the side. Let's just place our hands comfortably behind the back of our right knee, pointing toes to ceiling, and we're just going to stretch out those hamstrings for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's change over, stretching out that other hamstring for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and dropping down. And there you have it. 3 basic and simple fun exercises that you can do using a little Pilates ball. Please comment in the comment section below if you did struggle with those exercises or found that you weren't feeling much of an activation. If you didn't, I can definitely help you. They are very slow and controlled movements, but you should still be feeling those deep activations. These are nice foundation phase type exercises that can build you towards improving your Pilates habit and routine. Please hit that like button if you like that video and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Looking forward to seeing you in the next video.